Hello everyone, I am Nikhil Kumar. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will dive into job templates and workflows in AWX. These are essential components for automating and orchestrating your task in a structured way. Before we start, make sure to check out my earlier video on execution moments where we discussed how to create isolated environment for running Ansible tasks, Ansible inventories where we set up host for AWX to target the machines, and organization projects and credentials in AWS, which laid the foundation for managing AWS resources. Let's begin with a quick overview. Basically, each job template will target one playbook. Workflows allows you to change multiple job templates and make decisions based on the task outcome. Both are invaluable in real-world scenarios where automation requires logics and coordination. Now let's jump straight into the demo. For this, we will be using the static inventory which we created in the earlier video and utilize the same AWS projects and credential we set up earlier. So this is my inventory which I have set up in the last video for the groups, web server and the load balancer. And similarly, I have set up a credential in the last video, that is web LB creds. So I'm going to utilize the same. So in the last video, I have created a job template that is to configure a web server on the inventory demo, and which will be targeting only the web server group. So let me walk you through the different parameters in the job template creation. So here, if you see, we have an option of prompt on launch. So whenever we click on launch here, so it will ask for the prompt for the specific parameter which we have specified over there. If we check this particular checkbox, so whenever we trigger the launch button, it will always ask about the inventory. So it will wait for the user input to enter that or select that particular inventory. Until unless we are not specifying that particular information, this particular job template is not going to triggered. Similarly, if we see, we can add some labels to the job templates too. And here we can see the variable. This is the extra variable. In Ansible CLI, we are passing with the -e option that is called extra variables. So similarly, we can pass the extra variables in the job template in this way. And here we have a different option that we are using with the ansible.cfg file like forks, verbosity, timeout and job slicing. And here we can see if we need to provide some privilege escalation directly to this particular job template, we can click this particular checkbox. And there are plenty of these things that we can enable the webhook if we need to do the integration with some kind of a CI/CD or some kind of a GitHub tools or source control tool. We can enable this webhook and we can trigger from the GitHub. If you want to know about that particular demo, I can create a video. Just let me know in the comment section. I can create a video on taking the extra variables from the GitHub directly. When someone pushes the changes to the GitHub, it will trigger that particular job template. Now let me unselect this and save this. So similarly, we have another job template that is load balancer. Now I'm going to stitch both the job templates together. To do that, we have another concept that is workflow template. In the workflow template, we can stitch multiple job templates together. So what I'm going to do, workflow, that is configure web server and load balancer. If we want to specify inventory here, we can specify that. Otherwise, it will pick the inventory from each of the job template. So let me pick the organization here, and we can specify the source control or the variables from here. So these variables which we are passing here will be passed on to the all job templates. So let me save this. So now it will give a visualizer to us. So if we want to stitch multiple job templates together, we can click on start and we can pick the job templates here, where we have a multiple options here. Like we can call another workflow, we can call the approval workflow, we can call some inventory source sync, means we can sync the inventory for the dynamic inventory. And if we want to sync some project, we can do that as well. So first we need to call the configure web server, then save. Now we need to add another job template after this. So for that, we can click on add. So we have three conditions here. So if that particular job got passed, then only it will go to the another job template. So for that, we need to click on success. On failure is that if the particular job template fails, then only it will pass to the another job template, and always mean regardless of anything, it will pass on to the another job template. But in our scenario, we need to go with the on success. Next, now we are going to select the another job template, that is to configure the web server. Save. As we can see, this is a green color. That means it shows as on success. It will go to the another job template. Let me save this and let me trigger this workflow now. So first it will try to configure the web server. Once it got succeeded, it moved to the load balancer. If we click on this particular job template, we can get into this and we can see the output of this particular job template, and we can see that web server got configured and we can see that service got started. Let me go back to the jobs and click on the workflow succeeded, and we can see that load balancer also got configured. And let's try to access that. Let me open this here itself, and we can see that load balancer got configured successfully. And that's it for today. We have covered the concept of job template and workflow, which is very essential for the automation workflow using AWX. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Also check out my earlier videos in the AWX playlist to strengthen your understanding. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.